Hello all, welcome back to the channel and another Daryl Dixon video actually for season 4. I found an article on Screen Rant that I want to go over with you. It says, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon showrunner teases returning stars season 4 story. And yeah, so let's get into this. But before we do all the YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe. Helps me out a lot. And if you're watching on mobile, you can consider maybe giving me a hype. And I want to say thank you to my channel members and my Twitch subscribers. We'll start with the members. Thank you, Feedy. Thank you, Only Good People. And thank you, Zombie Cartman, for being members and helping support the channel. And thank you to Colt XNax12 for being a sub over on Twitch. Let's get into this. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon showrunner David Zabel has teased a returning stars season 4 story, including when Daryl and Carol will meet them. Daryl Dixon season 3 ended with Fede sabotaging the boat the core duo were going to use to get back home. This means they're stuck in Spain trying to escape throughout the final season. However, the season finale also revealed that Codron is alive, seemingly having traveled from France all the way to the coast of Spain. He was last seen at the end of Daryl Dixon season 2, when bat poop in the channel caused him to attack Daryl for killing his brother. However, it seems he's since recovered from his affliction. You know, he was kind of, as the term goes, batshit crazy. In an interview with Screen Rant's Owen Danoff, Zabel explained how Codron will have a major role to play in season 4 of Daryl Dixon. He says the returning spin-off original character will appear throughout the show's final episodes. He'll be meeting Daryl and Carol again in season 4, episode 2, directed by Daniel Percival. Okay, so the interviewer says, I know I'm running a little short on time, so I want to jump to something which is, I've had the pleasure of interviewing Roman Levy a few times. I was happy to see Codron come back in the final episode. Is there anything you can tell me about what we might see in season 4? The showrunner David Zabel says he has an awesome story in season 4. Throughout the season, he's in the whole season, and it's awesome. And he's great. We love him as an actor, and we love him as a person, and we love him as the character that he's created. And I will say that there's a very powerful, moving story that's sort of spiritual on a level that is ultimately the journey that gets him to find again Daryl and Carol, to sort of re-meet them. Yeah, that's episode 2 of season 4, and Dan just directed it, and I'm just about as thrilled as I've been about him. I'm just about as thrilled as I've ever been about him. Zabel also clarified how Codron's journey will be showcased, revealing that there will be answers about how he got from the channel all the way to Spain. It seems like in season 4, episode 2, we'll have a core focus on his character, establishing how he got there and what it means for him going forward in the series. The interviewer says, "Oh, amazing! I thought you were going to say gets him to the U.S." And I was like, "Can we not?" The showrunner, David Zabel, says, "Well, we're not there yet. Don't rush it," and laughs. Says, "No, we're not there yet. But I guess my point being, we don't just pop him in. We show the journey of the character that got from the channel to finally reconnecting with our main characters, and it gets you deep into who he is. Codron is a character, so if you're a Codron fan, as you said you were, then you'll be very satisfied because it doesn't cheat. You get ample Roman Levy in that episode and throughout the season." Of all the original characters from Daryl Dixon, Codron has been one of the biggest arcs in terms of his motivation. Originally, he wanted to kill Daryl for killing his brother. However, after betraying the Pouvoir, he teamed up with the protagonist and his friends. He later learned his brother was actually killed by Maribel, who also robbed Daryl. While the pair were on good terms until the season 2 finale of Daryl Dixon season 4 has a chance to bring their friendship full circle again. Codron's mind has been afflicted by the bat poop in the tunnels, meaning he wasn't himself when he attacked Daryl. This means the pair will likely become fast allies once again when they meet. Zabel remains tight-lipped about whether Codron will come back to the U.S., keeping the extent of his journey in Daryl Dixon season 4 under wraps. But since we'll have an important part to play throughout the final episodes, it seems like he'll have another satisfying arc that will play out in Spain, most likely as a close ally this time. The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 4 arrives in 2026 on AMC. So I'm thinking, Daryl season 4 will probably come next fall. You would get did CD in the spring like we did last year, and yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Codron will make it back to the U.S. with Daryl and Carol? I think he will. I think he's too good of a character to be killed off. I think he'll actually probably be the person to kill Fede. I don't know about the Spain crew who will make it out. I just, you know, Colt and I talked about this in our video, and I'll link that for you to go back to if you want to watch that. But we kind of talked about what we thought would happen in season 4. I think that if Roberto makes it, Antonio won't. But I've had some time to think about it, and I think probably we'll see Justina, Roberto, Codron, and Roberto go back to America. And I think we'll probably see Carol stay with Antonio. I think they're going to split up. Daryl and Carol, that is. I think she is in love with Antonio, and I think they'll stay in Spain. I don't think they'll go back, especially with Fede gone and there being no danger. That's kind of where I see that going. You know, yeah, that's just what I think is going to happen. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And if you, like I said, if you haven't subbed to the channel, go ahead and do that so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead coverage. And I will see you people in the next video.